season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Michigan State's offense will have the football first. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse. We have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football. David, this guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Childs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play doesn't feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incomplete.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Belling. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain. Got to get that first down. Nice job. Great nose for the first down.
And the Spartans are on the move. Going to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
To the air, it's Childs. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Belling. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Spartans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback and making the play.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the third down and goal.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover. Looking to throw, it's Child. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Texas offense will have its first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
He's got it on the outside. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now on second down. Off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Wingo. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Back to throw, it's Manning. This time it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Second down, he'll throw it. Completes it in the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. This time he's got his man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You gotta have have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Just feeds the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Dropping back, it's Childs. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Pulls a fire complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Setting up the screen. Spins away from the defender. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Finds a spot in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. An 84-yard drive there. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's McCray. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Grabbed in the middle, it's McCray. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Wingo. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Behind the line, it's Washington. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a... And the Longhorns looking to convert on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Fighting off the defender. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Texas!
abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't max the physical challenge, you will lose.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Off play action on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they are tenacious. And they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. This quarterback part of their running game. Hard-hitting tackle. The stress that a guy who can run that fast puts on a defense, even if it's a pass play, he has them on edge all the time.
Oh, the D coordinator. This guy gives them nightmares every night leading up to this game, because if you don't have people accounting for him and your eyes go to the wrong place or someone's out of position, that dude is gone.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Spartans decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground with the running back. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Back to pass. It's Manning. Plucks it out of the air. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Punt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is on its way. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on
the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. This is a designed run. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play. They're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Finds a tight end. On the move at the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. The sure hands. It's Moore. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just Get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Line getting set on second down. The inside handoff. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Longhorns' first season in the SEC was a rousing success and so close to even more with a late loss to Ohio State. Steve Sarkisian and the Horns have the expectations right where they want them.
You said expectations. Has there ever been more hype around a quarterback in Arch Manning since, I don't know, Tim Tebow? People are expecting so much out of this young quarterback. If he hits the ceiling, David, this is going to be a really tough team to beat.
And he showed you flashes a year ago when he filled in for Quinn Ewers, and I think those flashes were so great. And then Texas, man, this is a program that's on the rise. The last couple years, making it to the Final Four in the sport, they're ready to take that next step.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you'd like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Under fire. It's caught. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Kelly. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
To the air, it's Childs. He tries to take the top off. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Nice move there. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Makes the grab. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They just keep firing. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down. Gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Right down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
To the air, it's Childs. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, If this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Got rid of it just in time.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Into the end zone. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quick touch pass to the receiver. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
And the Spartans will kick it away to start the 2nd half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Trying to set the tone with the run. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And when Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. He's got him. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give on the counter. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
They'll go to the air on third and short. He's open on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try this field goal team out there, and this field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easy. I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Trying play action. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
At the 35, he's open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking to pass. It's Childs. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing in zone, I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Leaves it with the running back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Now from inside the red zone. Looking left. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks, it gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Spartans. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Find some fresh air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Wingo. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To the air, it's Childs. Finds his man, it's McCray. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Off the boot, looking for his man. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Velling. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback keeps it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Spartans line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Manning. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Wingo. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, It's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Makes it past the marker. Still running at the 40. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if it can come from this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab along the side of the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. Finds a man on the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Belling. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Shotgun snap on third down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Catch in the middle. It's Lingo. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Wide receiver going in motion. Finds a little space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Leaves it with the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Fights his way through a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Texas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you're pinning your ears back trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking to throw, it's Manning. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Texas.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Spartans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
To the air. It's Childs. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that 1st down.
The Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
From the gun, the give, looking for room.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with a decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
Gain of 2. And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Motion from the wideout. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense picks it up. Flying out to the left. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football, trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Got the quick pass.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Childs. The short hands, it's McCray. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Here's the pressure. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Kelly. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Makes the grab, it's Bullard. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Brings up